Hello everyone. Today I wanted to show you a project that I have been working on. I entered a Halloween swap, and for the Halloween swap you had to make a 12 by 12 layout and also a Halloween card. My swap partner was the hostess, and I believe her name is Candy, and I believe her YouTube name is BONBONSCRAPS, but I'm probably getting it wrong. So what I will do is I'll put her information down the bottom after the video is uploaded. And I think it was about 10 or 8 of us who entered the swap. Well, this is my 12 by 12 layout. And for the paper lines that I use some of last year's and this year's K & Company paper pads. I use this one by Some Coffee, which is called Halloween. And I really love this one. I think this one is from last year. And then I actually use this one also by K & Company, which is Spooktacular. So I use some of those papers. And then I also use some of the Kelly Panacci stack from this year. So it was a mixture because they all really coordinate with each other. I really like K & Company paper for Halloween. So for my layout, what I did is I used some buttons here, and then I used some floss to floss the buttons. I also used some ribbon here, and this is some purple ribbon. And what I did is I cut the sheets of paper. I believe they are 1 inch by 10 inches going down. And then I adhered all of them to the black cardstock going across, and I just lined them up. And then I used Prima flowers and a brad, and this right here is a little clip that I got from Michael's, and it came like in a 6-pack, and it had like other little clothespins in it, and I just adhered that right there to the flower. And then I used my eye-top tool to make this a coordinating brad to match the paper. And then these are Prima flowers here. And then what I used is my Stampin' Up paper piercing tool. And then I used some floss, and I just hand stitched it going across. So I actually stitched it all around with some green floss from AC Moore. And then this is also a sheet of black cardstock in the back. And then this is coordinating Halloween paper for the mat here. You had to do a 4x6 or either a 5x7 mat. And then I used some Halloween googly eyes around the page, which these are green, and then on the bottom is orange. And then I used my eyelet punch here, my cropper dowel, and I punched eyelets, and then I just took the string, some actually ribbon, and then I just crisscrossed it. And I used some Studio G Halloween stamps from last year that I had. I didn't buy any new Halloween stamps this year from Studio G, but I did buy these. And then I actually put some stickles on some of the stamps. So this is my 12 by 12 layout for the hostess. And then I also made 2 cards. Well, I'll show you the stamps that I used from last year. It was this one by Studio G. I used that on a card. And then I used this one, which is also on one of the cards. And I used the back from last year's Studio G stamp. I used this one going across the border that I showed you, and I stickled. And then I used just the little spider down here on the border going across. This is a 6x6 square card, and what I did is I did some stitching around the edges, as you can see. And then I used that stamp that I showed you, which is this one right here, the Studio G stamp. I used that right here, and I put some orange stickles, and I cut this out with my Spellbinders die, which was labels 1. And then I also went around some inking, and I ran this through my Cuttlebug with the switch dots. And this was one of the embellishments from the K & Company pack. And his eyes wasn't like this. I actually put the googly eyes on here and made his eyes purple. And then this right here was a little candy corn from one of the K & Company packs. And then I used some ribbon here and I did the bow with my Bow Easy. So that is my card. And what I did to do the stitching pattern, I know a lot of you went out and bought the Fiskars, I think it's called thread punch. So I went out and I bought this punch right here. I forgot what the name of it is. And then I just kept this as a template, and I just took the template, put it on the card, and then I just went around it with my Uniball pen. So that's what I did to make it look like it was stitched, and that's how it came out even. And then I used my Martha Stewart. This is the spider web punch right here. And I used that. And I also used some black soot distress ink around the green part. And then I put Boo out of Michael's Dollar Halloween stamps from this year. And then I just cut that out with my Oval's Nestability. So this is the inside of my card. And then this is the outside of that one. Then I also did another card. And this card I used the Studio G dollar stamp. Which was this one right here. I used that one on here. I used some orange stickles. And then I used my Swiss dots to put the dots on there. I used some orange ribbon, and then I used that K & Company candy corn, the stickles. I've added some extra stickles here. And then this is a embellishment from the K & Company pack as well. And on here, I took my black soot distress ink, and I went around the edges of the card. And then the inside, I didn't put anything in this one, which I probably will just do a spider web in the same coordinating paper on the inside. So that is, and I also made a coordinating envelope with the Martha Stewart scoreboard. So that is my items for my swap. And I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment. Oh, and one last thing I didn't show you. On here, I used those Recollections little pearls the flat back pearls that was clear. And I colored these, made them purple, green, and orange to coordinate with the layout. I used my Copic markers to color those in. So that is my layout and my two cards. Thank you for watching and enjoy your day. Bye-bye.